Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced a temporary ceasefire in Ukraine to coincide with the Easter holiday, coinciding with a significant exchange of prisoners of war between Russia and Ukraine. This exchange marked the largest such operation since the onset of Russia's full-scale invasion more than 3 years ago. According to a statement released by the Kremlin, the ceasefire is set to take effect at 6 p.m. Moscow time, which is 1500 GMT on Saturday, and will remain in place until midnight, or 2100 GMT, following Easter Sunday. During a meeting with Chief of the General Staff Valery Gerasimov, Putin emphasized his directive for a halt to all military operations during this time frame. Guided by humanitarian considerations today, from 1800 to 0000 from Sunday to Monday, the Russian side declares an Easter truce. I order that all military actions be stopped for this period, he stated, as reported by the Kremlin's press service. Putin further expressed his expectation that Ukrainian forces would reciprocate this initiative. However, he cautioned that Russian troops must remain vigilant and prepared to counter any potential violations of the ceasefire or provocations from Ukraine, emphasizing the need for readiness against any aggressive actions. In contrast, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky responded to the ceasefire announcement with skepticism, labeling it as another attempt by Putin to play with human lives. He took to social media platform X to highlight ongoing air raid alerts across Ukraine, pointing out that the presence of Iranian-made Shahed drones in the skies serves as a stark reminder of Putin's disregard for the sanctity of life, even during Easter. Amidst the ceasefire announcement, both Russia and Ukraine successfully carried out a significant POW exchange. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported that 246 Russian service members were returned from areas under Ukrainian control. In a gesture described as goodwill, 31 wounded Ukrainian prisoners were exchanged for 15 Russian soldiers requiring urgent medical attention. Both countries expressed gratitude to the United Arab Emirates for facilitating this exchange. Zelensky acknowledged the successful return of Ukrainian servicemen, confirming that a total of 277 had been released. However, in light of the ceasefire, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha pointed out that Kiev had previously agreed, without conditions, to a U.S. proposal for a comprehensive interim ceasefire lasting 30 days back in March, a proposal that Russia ultimately rejected. Putin's announcement of the ceasefire coincides with remarks made by U.S. President Donald Trump, who indicated that negotiations between Ukraine and Russia are nearing a critical juncture. Trump asserted that neither side is attempting to manipulate him as he advocates for a resolution to the drawn-out conflict that has persisted for over 3 years.